Good morning, everybody, from a good old man camp in West Texas. It's time for another Crude News. Today's article saw yesterday. It's how a monster Texas oil field made the U.S. a star in the world market. This article basically covers uh, the the growth of the Permian Basin because of the Delaware Basin, what they're calling it. That's the stuff more so to the west side of the Permian. It's the shale play. This article's got a lot of good topics in it, which kind of affirms why the Permian's dominating. I guess U.S. oil for sure. And now we're actually on the world stage, believe it or not. Talks about how drilling companies have been able to lower their drilling and completion cost. Um, in doing that, they've made the break-even cost on shales go from $60 to right around 33. I think is what I read in here. So we could still withstand pretty good price cuts and still be profitable. So we'll still see growth out in West Texas. Let's see here. Uh, Interesting fact here is that it says we've reduced our crude oil imports. Now we've become a major exporter. We are actually the Permian Basin just alone is producing more than 13 OPEC countries. We're just behind Saudi Arabia. Just the Permian. That's pretty impressive. And with the growth curve, what I've seen in some recent reports, it looks like we'll be up there pretty quick. Let's see, now producing 4 million barrels a day, the Permian generates more oil than any of the 14 members of OPEC except Saudi Arabia and Iraq. So there you go. We're right behind those two. But that means we're number 3 in the world, the Permian. That's incredible. Also in this article they talk, okay, so domestic U.S. oil, we're producing a record of 11.9 million barrels of oil. So that makes the U.S. the official world's top producer. So no longer is Saudi Arabia the top producer, it's the U.S. So now, with that being said, now we've got the U.S. Uh, is a it can apply pressure geopolitically through the oil market, as you see here. Let's see what else. The article talks. And the reason they're calling the Permian Shale so successful, it says its enormous size, thickness of multiple shale layers, some as fat as 1,000 feet, and its proximity to refineries in the Gulf of Mexico. Like I talked the other day, the biggest bottleneck we have here is getting our actual product to market, because generally speaking, all of the Permian or Delaware oil, majority of it is going to the Corpus Christi Bay in order to export on barges and ships and whatnot. Now we've actually tapped out and maxed out pipelines, so a lot of companies are seeing. I've got another article I'll cover. I'll try to get it covered tomorrow, but how Shell and Chevron are they're seeking profits through the from the production to the refinery stage via the pipelines. That's where they see their company going. That'd be a good one to cover. But Permian is oil rich, and the shales are relatively easy to tap with rigs. And it says the biggest risk for producers, anyway, is too much output driving down the price. So now we're at the point where we're producing enough to where, countries are going to start seeing this, and they're going to have to take action if they want to control the price. But at this point, it looks like U.S. is going to be controlling the price for years to come. I'm seeing they have a piece in here where they're talking about drilling and potential work coming up, and it's saying some guys are expecting to have work through the 2025, which that's good. That means it's going to be steady. There should be a lot of going on here. If you want a future and you can handle it, I definitely look into coming out west. It's a rough place, but man, it's good. I enjoy it. But let's see, anything else in the article worth covering? Permian Basin. It's a game changer in U.S. shale. It's a powerhouse field. Yeah, so that about wraps up for the article. Interesting. I didn't realize we were producing more oil than everybody except Iraq and Saudi Arabia, and that's just the Permian Basin, West Texas oil. That is crazy. But congratulations, guys, if you're out there, if you're out here hustling and working through it. We're part of something big, and this is on the world stage. So interesting times, man. But I want to wrap this up. How a monster Texas oil field made the U.S. a star in the world market. I will link the description in the box, and we will talk to you soon.